everyone, it is Jazz here, and I know it's been a while since you may have seen my face. The fact is that the video that I'm currently working on has taken me several months to edit, and thus I am still editing it, but I have high hopes. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe in the next week or two. Until then, I've really been wanting to do a readathon to just get my reading spirits flying, and I found a really cool one. So I thought, since I missed chatting with you people, that I would make a fun readathon to be read today. I'm going to be joining in on the game of Tomes Readathon. This is a 2-week-long readathon from November 1st to November 14th, and it is centered around the series Game of Thrones. I will link all the hosts below in the description, as well as the website and the Instagram. The basic idea of this one is the kind of idea that I've really been into readathon-wise this year, which is that it kind of has a light role-playing game aspect. You have certain goals and like a journey, and this first readathon of, I'm assuming will be mini readathons, is basically focused on your origin story. So you're reading books to kind of create your path or the direction that you're going to start going in the Game of Thrones universe. The way this works is that there is a group prompt, and that group prompt is called the Crossroads Inn. So everybody is going to do this first prompt, and then there are 4 paths that you can choose after that. So the group prompt is to read an anticipated book. For this prompt, I have decided to go with Act 2 of The Sandman. I decided, since I've been kind of short on time, that it would be really good to pick a book that will be completely audio, and it will be something quick to do and something that I can do while working out at the gym or like running around doing chores and other things. I'm currently in the middle of Act 1, and it's taken me so long to get around to it, but I kind of wanted to wait to listen to that one until Act 2 is out. These are obviously the dramatizations of the Sandman series by Neil Gaiman, which is a graphic novel series. So I'm really excited to dive into this second act of the story, even though Sandman can get super disturbing, but you know, so can Game of Thrones, so I think it's going with the theme. Now, of the 4 paths, I decided to go with the Stark path, because I think if I'm part of any house, I am part of the Stark house. I've taken multiple quizzes, so I know this. It's confirmed. The first prompt for the Stark path is the twins, and for that you read a book with 2 words in the title, and for that I have decided to go with Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. I have had so many people that are just like friends and like co-workers recommend this book to me, because even people in my life that don't particularly read, that aren't obsessed with books like me, love this book. From what I can tell, this is a Christian fiction that is a retelling of the story of Hosea, but from a revitalized perspective of it being a historical fiction set in like the gold rush sort of era. I do normally read Christian fiction that's more in the science fiction or the supernatural kind of fiction kind of zone, but I do like a historical one if it's kind of in the tone of something like Christie. It's definitely not going to be like the same premise as Christie, but I mean it tonally wise, which Christie is kind of a book that still has like really intellectual discussions, and like bad things do happen, and like it explores like why bad things happen to good people and things like that. So I think this will be my kind of historical Christian fiction, and I'm like super super excited because I cannot tell you how many people have recommended this to me. And I was like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. And now the movie's probably coming out in January. And I'm like, I should probably get to it. The next challenge is Winterfell. And for that, you read a book with winter-y vibes. So I went on the internet and searched for books that have wintry vibes because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to pick. And I saw a book that I literally see everywhere. Like, it's one of those books that just seems to be like, oh, that looks interesting. It calls to me. I think about it when I go, oh, there's that book cover again. Wonder if that sounds good. And that book would be The Winter Sea by Susanna Kearsley. I don't know too much about this book. I believe it's about an author who travels to Scotland to do research for her book, and then something may or may not happen with time or her mind or something. But it sounds very intriguing. I actually don't want to know too much about the book before I dive into the book because I just want everything to be a little bit of a surprise. This cover just says Sansa Stark to me. I mean, it gives me the Sansa Stark vibes. So I'm going to read it because it super just says the theme of the readathon to me. So I hopefully will really enjoy it. It sounds like the blurbs on the back from readers, like they really like the writing style, and I'm a sucker for quality writing style. So yeah, we're gonna be reading lots of historical fiction over the next 2 weeks, and I haven't read one in a while, so this should be fun. They're both kind of long, but I don't know, I think I can do it, and I definitely know that I can audiobook some of this one if I need to. Let me know in the comments if you're going to join the readathon, or if this sounds like it's fun, or if you've read any of the books that I'm going to be picking up to check out. Give me your input on that. And that is it for this to be read video. I will see you soon, hopefully next week, with a new vlog. Wish me luck. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.